Let's go to Joe in Philly. Joe, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, Joe.
How do you do, Joe?
I'm doing all right. I'm not sure. I might have missed it, whatever, but I don't know if you guys ever talked about the Miss Deaf Teen Texas that was struck by a train as she was walking on the tracks.
Yeah, why would... I don't get this
the
one.
Greatest
story.
story.
I mean, we talk about it every
Where
once
was
in
the
a while.
story?
I mean, they said she was, like, text messaging or whatever, but still, I mean, what the fuck are these people thinking?
You know, if I'm deaf, I'm just going to stay away from trains.
Stay away from train tracks. Like we've said
even
before.
Even though the train track will tell you the exact route of the train, I would still, you know what, just stay away from it.
We've said it before. Trains never hit people off the track. You pretty much have to be on or near the train tracks for a train to ever hit you.
And if you're deaf, why would you be walking?
Why take that chance?
Inside the track itself.
Because really the only way you know if it's going to hit you, unless you could feel the vibration, is hearing choo-choo. If you can't hear choo-choo, stay away from the tracks.
So you know she has a great ass. The conductor probably just saw that fat, juicy ass getting closer and closer. It's like, well...
maybe toot the horn.
Well, here's the story. Train kills deaf beauty queen. A teen beauty who won a pageant last year as Miss Deaf Texas died after being struck by a train. Tara Rose McAvoy, 18, was walking Monday near railroad tracks when she was struck by a Union Pacific train.
Hang up on this guy.
It was not clear if her death was an accident or suicide.
It might have been suicide.
But she won Miss Deaf Teen. Why would she want
You
to
want
kill
a
herself?
pageant, but that doesn't mean that I don't get dead.
Holy shit, Jimmy.
Oh, that train are coming.
Anthony, remember? That reminds me of the comedian we interviewed in L.A.
Oh, she was awful.
What's the deaf comedian's name? She was famous for like a year.
Not the one
10 minutes.
I don't know, Marley Maitland.
No,
Jerry. Oh, she's a palsy hand.
It was a stand-up.
Who knows?
She was famous for like a year or two.
Listen to her.
As being the deaf comedian, and she would do jokes about being deaf and stuff.
I can't hear. Yeah, you can't.
Well, we were in L.A. at the Comedy Store, and we were interviewing all these people, and she came by, and she just annoyed me on a level I can't even explain. Because she was using, like...
Sat down and did her act.
She was doing her act, and it was all hacky jokes about being deaf and stuff, and I'm
Don't
just like...
people at me, what's it like to be a deaf comedian? What?
No one asks you that.
No one.
They go, tell her to shut up, because her voice sounds like a muted operator.
It's
No one cares why you're a deaf comedian.
It's uncomfortable to watch.
Here's why you're a deaf comedian, because you can't hear and you need attention. Next question.
So I'm like, this just stinks. And the radio was going really bad because it was just like, it wasn't our cup of tea.
Yeah.
So I just decided to turn around and start asking her questions.
Facing away?
Opie faced away because she could read lips, but you had to kind of,
So I would ask
enunciate.
these questions as I was turned around, and they were, pretty good questions for radio, and then you would just hear silence because she didn't know I asked her a question.
What Opie was saying to her.
And it made me just laugh like an idiot.
She had the headphones on? Just
Uh,
to try to be like the other kids?
I don't
That's
think she
interesting.
did. I don't remember anymore.
Why would you?
This goes back.
I've only done these.
The advantage is I won't mess my hair up. I won't mess up my hair.
Yeah, that's an advantage, all right.
Sure is. Just look at that iPod like it's a funny box, stupid.
Can we get her act? I'm sure it's in Delete. We got to get her name, and we got to get her act now.
You think she's on one of the XM comedy channels?
She was famous for, like I said, a year or two. Haven't heard from her in a while. Bobby
she hasn't
in
heard
Georgia.
from anybody in years.
Bobby?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy with a Y.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, listen, back when I was in college, there was a train tracks right by the apartments we lived in, and a little retarded fella got caught on the truss, and needless to say, the train killed him.
On the what?
Killed him. On the train track, on the trestle. It's like the big tall part that goes over
Trestle?
a creek or whatever. And he got stuck on the trestle as the train's coming. Needless to say, the little retarded fella got hit by the train and killed him.
Oh,
yeah.
The worst part of it was I had a fraternity brother who worked at the funeral home, and he was asking me about the train wreck, and he said, Man, you're not going to believe this. Right in the middle of the funeral service, the funeral home sat on the train tracks itself, too.
Boy.
Right in the middle of the funeral service, you hear, "Her, her," and the people just lost it.
Yeah, I bet they started weeping.
They wept profusely.
Whoa.
How do you think the train felt when that fucking head hit it?
They missed their
You
little
hit come apart like that.
We got it. Kathy Buckley.
Kathy Buckley?
I don't know. Is she related
Kathy
to Spuds?
Buckley.
Do we have any Kathy Buckley?
We're looking for Kathy
Oh,
Buckley.
we're looking for Kathy.
This is Kathy Buckley. I'm doing a report from a gas station in Buffalo.
All right. There's no
My
proof.
friend is Spuds.
There's no proof that I was ever Spuds Buckley.
You were Spuds Buckley.
Prove it.
Let me ask you a question. Not that you probably
Prove it.
You probably weren't Spuds Buckley.
Yeah.
Prove
But
it.
how would Spuds Buckley have talked?
I don't
Just guess.
know.
I'm asking you to guess.
It might have sounded a little like Jerry Lewis.
Oh, like Spuds Buckley. Oh,
I would like to
That's
hear
how
Opie's
I would.
impression.
That's how I would picture it in my head.
If you had to be a guy named Spuds, not that you would be, but
Yeah.
how would he have sounded?
How would you impersonate him? Go ahead.
Thank God back in those days no one gave a shit I was on the radio and they weren't taping our shows like they do on a daily basis now.
Yeah.
So there's no tape that actually exists of Spuds Buckley.
I'm sure he doesn't exist, but I'm saying, what would your guess be if you had to guess?
I'm really not that creative.
It's
I
not
don't
worse
know
than
how
Monster
it would
Rain.
sound.
Yeah, come on.
It's not worse than Monster
Rain.
Rain.
Come on,
I'm just
Spuds.
wondering what he
would
might have
Spuds
sounded like,
sound
just to guess.
I will dig through some old radio boxes and see if I can find some Spuds Buckley.
We've been
How's
hearing this since 1990. I'm sorry, 2000. You're not going to dig through it. Why don't you just? I only want an impression. Just a quick, a guess of what you might.
I got to tell you, my voice has changed. I just can't do it.
You never had to do it because there was no Spuds. I'm just saying, what would your impression be?
It wouldn't do it justice for me to try to do something.
You
Really?
couldn't, you couldn't not do it justice.
Well, what would Spuds sound like now? We could kind of just make like
Yeah.
it was higher.
I'm not going there.
Just close your eyes and pretend there's Spuds Buckley.
Let's go now to Spuds Buckley. He's down at the gas station. We're giving out free gas for the first 100 people that pull up to the pub. Spuds, how's it going down there?
Well, Godfather.
It wasn't the
What
guy.
was his
It
name?
was the Bear Man show.
Oh, well, Bearman, roar. Roar.
Grr, grr.
Shut up.
Merry Christmas, baby. Tonight I'm gonna deaf your horse and sing you a lullaby. Check it out.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm,
The hell?
all is bright, around yon fair.
He doesn't sound deaf enough.
Exactly.
Oh, the guy's deaf?
Yeah, listen.
Holy and pencil
Do you get one note?
tender and mild.
Sounds like Hartman a little.
Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Sam brought this in.
Of
Sam
course
used
he
to,
did.
Sam
Wow,
used to
Sam.
intern for our radio program. He now goes to school at Syracuse University.
Yeah.
And he works for the Kingdom of Nakedness.
Kingdom of Nakedness.
The Naked Militia.
Naked
Oh
Militia
yeah, it's
now.
the Naked Militia.
It's the Naked Militia.
It'll always be the Kingdom of Nakedness.
Scorch.
Scorch. You intern for Scorch up there in Syracuse. And this is audio of a Christmas album sung by Deaf Geoff.
Deaf Geoff is the producer of the morning show up there on Hot 107, which is the top 40 station. It's right next door to Scorch's studio. But yeah, they were giving this CD out. There's a couple, if you want to hear, he really sounds deaf. He does a couple rap numbers.
Is he trying to be funny?
Or is he really deaf?
No, he's deaf. He's definitely really deaf.
Does he know he sucks?
I think he does. He should.
But this doesn't even suck in a good way though. What do you
Yeah,
mean? It
it's
just
kinda-
sucks.
He put it
Not
out.
deaf enough. It should
It's
be.
an actual CD that he put out.
Yeah, they gave these CDs out for Christmas.
Listen to me, Mike Brady hair in the last season. He has the later Mike Brady hair.
Last season of his life.
No, that'd be wispy. And fucking all mushed on one side from sleeping.
Oh. Reeking of chicken broth.
Let's go to Pat in Buffalo. Pat.
Hey, Opie, I hate to burst your bubble, but according to your pals Shred and Reagan, there is Spuds Buckley out there. There's some audio in existence of you doing Spuds Buckley.
Well, a little known fact, Shred from the Shred and Reagan show in Buffalo is a very good friend of mine. We go way back, and he used to be the producer of Bearman's show. And he's saying there may be some Spuds Buckley audio.
Oh, that would be a dream come true.
It's Spuds Buckley.
Hey, we're going down. Let's hear from Spuds Buckley. Spuds, how you doing down there?
Hey, pretty good, Bearman. How's it going up there in the cave? I'm here, gasoline. Oh.
All I have to say is if any Spuds Buckley audio arrives here at the XM facility, it will be destroyed by me personally.
No. Address it to Ben Sparks, Ben Sparks, and then say on the note, Spuds Buckley audio.
Yeah.
All right, Pat.
Hey, I can call you guys back. They're letting the lobster loose in 15 minutes on 97 Rock.
Oh, yes. Let's do that today.
Another big one.
We love when they let the lobster loose.
What happens? I get scared.
It's a gag that's been going on for how long on this guy's show?
It's Snortin' Norton.
Snortin' Norton, I think his name is.
I'm Snortin' Norton.
Another
Snortin' Caddy Jimmy Norton.
Another fuck.
Yeah. Is he a fuck?
He's on the fucko list.
Norton's on the fucko list.
He's been in Buffalo radio forever.
Yeah.
Was never good enough to get past the one market sensation thing.
Right.
And every once in a while he gets interviewed, and then he brags that, like, I used to intern for him.
Did you?
When we both worked at WCMF in Rochester. I never interned for Snortin' Norton.
What did you do?
I never even interned at WCMF.
Spuds Buckley did, though.
I was hired. I was making less than $12,000 a year. I was an actual employee, and I never interned for him. But he'll tell the story over and over again to anyone that will listen to make himself look better, I guess, that he had something over me. It's just not true. I was assistant promotion director. Woohoo, I know.
Woohoo.
I had to deliver the fucking pizzas for the midday guy. That was my original job. To office parks all over Rochester.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Type of stuff you're doing?
Well, we got a guy.
Scorch?
And then the midday guy who never made it out of Rochester.
Just cut him off. We don't care what he says.
Never made it out of Rochester himself. Would just like look down at me and tell me not to be late and stuff, and make sure the pizza doesn't slide in the box and all that shit.
So Sam, what kind of stuff are you doing?
Yeah, but he's.
I'm asking you.
Interning.
I love that. He starts talking, and who gives a shit? Hope he didn't miss a beat. Yeah, well, I do some of the, and then the guy was.
Well, we'll get to you because now it's bringing back bad memories.
That's exactly what Opie should have done.
I would come in as the eager guy, new to the radio business, and the midday guy would be like, "All right, look, today it's 3 pizzas, pepperoni, hot peppers, and sausage. Don't be late like you were last week. Here's the directions. If you have any problems, tough shit."
A gopher.
Dude, he had something over me, and he knew it, and he would just play me, and it's just like, you're such a dick.
Yeah.
Is that Snortin' Norton?
No, it's another guy. He's miserable, so we'll let him slide today. But he never made it out of Rochester, another one market sensation.
Eek.
But he would just beat me up, and, I was making no money. I was happy to be there, and he just treated me like shit. The fact is, I worked with Brother Weeze. Brother Weeze took me under his wing and made me feel like an equal, even though I wasn't. I knew I wasn't equal. He would give me mic time, and I knew what I had to say back then. It was just awful.
You think it was awful?
Yeah, but he never called me out on it. He would just kind of like, be cool about it and stuff. And I learned a lot from the guy.
Does Brother Weeze have audio of young Opie? And they have to save everything, right?
Oh, I got air checks going all the way back to my college days. I'll bring him in.
I'd love to hear that.
I have no problem bringing that stuff in. But supposedly there's Spuds Buckley audio out there, I guess.
There guarantees somebody has it. Somebody was recording a song or something and left it going, and then we're going to go to Spuds. And you went, hey, man, hibernating.
So, do we have to play another song from this?
You don't have to.
And what awful stuff do you have to do in Syracuse? I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Sam.
No, Scorch actually...
How many years did you actually work up there, would you say?
I did a couple of years in Rochester. I did like 3 years
upstate New York.
Buffalo.
Is awful, dude. It's just absolutely awful.
So, all right. Do we have to play another track, Sam?
No, not at all.
You're running the show right now. Is it worth it?
I don't know.
Sam.
The only thing that's worth it, the 50 Cent song on there.
Called In Da Sack?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear a little deaf.
Ho, ho, ho! Ho, 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 Santa. It's your birthday. Merry Christmas. It's your birthday. Funnel eggnog. It's your birthday. We're gonna deck the hall 'cause it's your birthday. Got a lot of presents in the sack. Toys, games, and jack for the kids in the back. I'm the man with the gift. Don't pay the tax. Just leave milk and cookies and I'll be back. Hi, kids. Come on up, sit in my lap, and I'll tell you a tale, a Christmas rap. My name is Chris Kringle. I deliver the toys from a...
You know what bothers me is, first of all, this is so bad. I want to bite you for bringing this in. Is that Sam rides around Rochester and Syracuse, wherever.
Jimmy is so angry. I love it.
And he laughs at that fucking rap.
Yeah.
You laugh
You
at that.
chuckle.
I don't
You do.
laugh at it. I don't think it's funny. I brought it in because I said, this is the type of thing that's going on Top 40 radio. It's terrible. Maybe they'll squeeze it in somewhere. Then you guys start talking about deaf
When did
comedians.
you start at BAB?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, 91, I
Like
think.
91?
About.
Because that's kind of where you started getting into your own, really. Yeah.
No, I got into my own in Buffalo.
Before that, really?
Yeah, because the program director wasn't going to keep tabs on me because he wanted to sleep, and I did overnight. So
There you go.
So I
Gives
got
you
to
a chance.
I got to get a little crazy, but I had to air check my own show so we could go over in the office. So I would air check like basic breaks, like here's Metallica,
and then give them those.
103.3 The Fox. Yeah, just smooth radio shit and all the other dumb, crazy stuff I was attempting and trying out.
Keep off tape.
Yeah, I would have the cassette player just on pause mode.
Good idea. Very wise.
Hey, so it did start back then. What?
Yeah,
here. Why don't you give Sam back his Def CD?
Is that what I want to know? Is would this guy be able? Do you think this guy would come on the phone?
If you really wanted him to.
Oh, he's Deaf Geoff, but he spells it with G-E-O.
Yeah, Geoff.
I don't know. It should be. I'd love to get this guy on the phone. Here.
No, we wouldn't.
What? I would love to talk to Deaf Geoff.
No, this segment stinks enough.
I want to talk to Deaf Geoff.
You know how we were talking about like how this show's a soap opera and we got all these story threads? This is one that's going to end right now.
Is this
not what?
Is this highlighted or scribbled out?
It was highlighted but photocopied.
Jesus Christ. It's like, it's scribbled out, and I'm like, that's the funniest part of the story.
Why would you hold on, let me, here, Sam. Excuse me, open that.
But it was highlighted. Here goes the CD.
I just wanted to put that where you wouldn't lose it.
And Sam's just going to continue standing there awkwardly.
Who scribbled this out? I want them fired.
No, they were highlighting it.
Oh.
They highlighted it and then photocopied
All right,
it.
here's the original.
Yeah, there
Makes
we
it
go.
much easier. We got the
That's good.
we got the bio on what's her name again?
Kathy Buckley.
Can we get a Kathy Buckley CD or some audio? Of
Please,
Kathy
I need
Buckley?
audio of Kathy Buckley. She's billed as America's first hearing-impaired comedian, because it's not a comedian when it's a girl, Opie. It's a comedian. Kathy Buckley is also a four-time American Comedy Award nominee. Didn't win, huh? Best stand-up female comedian. In June of '98, her highly acclaimed autobiographical hit theater play "Don't Buck With Me," get it? It's "Don't Fuck With Me," but since she's deaf, she can't say the M word right, so she goes, "Don't buck with me."
Too bad her name isn't.
And it's a play on her last name. That's really cute.
Should be Kathy.
Nice.
Kathy Bunt would be a great name for her. I'm a deaf bunt.
A one-woman show and tale enjoyed a 3-month return Los Angeles engagement. 3 months, huh?
What a run.
At the prestigious Tiffany Theater. Don't Buck With Me first opened, blah, blah, blah. blah
No,
blah,
Anthony,
blah,
you didn't
blah,
say
blah.
it right.
Don't buck with me.
No, there's an exclamation point.
Don't buck with me! You know, I cannot use an exclamation point anymore without thinking that.
Don't buck with me!
Sometimes I want to be excited about what I'm typing.
Yeah, my exclamation points have been drastically reduced.
They should be.
Since you've been doing that bit.
They should almost be like down to a minimum. Like if you say something like,
"That's all right,
Eric, if you ever hand me something that is as scratchy as the other one, I'll smack you in the face."
Yeah. Success, however, in the theater and other mediums was far from mine. The first time Kathy stood in the world of comedy, stood the world of comedy on its ear. Get it?
That's fucking awful.
Oh, isn't that horrible? On a dare from a friend, she entered a comedy contest called Stand Up Comic Take a Stand in '98. She was nervous, not because it was her first time performing on a comedy on a stage, or even the fact that she couldn't hear the audience respond except by vibrations from the stage floor. What made her nervous was discovering that she was competing against comedians who had been in the business for years.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, Voss has been in the business for years, okay? But Kathy forged ahead.
I owe Kathy money for a miracle ear. I'm dodging her.
I'm dodging her. She won 4th place there.
Jesus.
And then played at Caroline's, Catch a Rising Star, the Improv.
Please get to the fucking humor in this
Yeah,
story.
my God.
right.
I mean, when you got gold, why are you reading
Because
boring
you can't
shit?
go right to the gold.
You
a
got
good point.
gold.
All right.
People are turning off their radios.
No, they're not.
They're going to
because
miss the best part of
they
her bio.
know there's a part here that is highlighted. You have to have a dynamic. This is the boring part of her life and career. And she did poorly in school. Who cares?
There's
Who
a
cares
funny
to write
line.
winners?
Wait.
And then,
Great. Funny line before you get to that.
Great.
Yes.
The 10 people that have nothing better to do than hang out through this shit are still listening. Everyone else is at fucking big tracks.
how about this? Her poor performance in 2nd grade landed her in a school for retarded and physically impaired children. Now that's funny. It took school administrators, psychologists, and audiologists nearly a year to discover it was just a hearing loss and not a lack of mental acuity that was impeding her speech and language development. Today, Kathy shakes her head as she quips to amazed audiences, "And they call me slow."
And the reason she shakes her head is because it always feels like she has water in the ear. She's always jumping on her left foot, her left heel, trying to shake it out.
All right, now you want the funny?
Yeah.
She's deaf.
No, fuck it. Let's just move on to something else.
Please read this.
During her late teens, Kathy's life was interrupted.
Hold on.
All right.
I know at times this is overplayed, but hold on. All right, can you back up a little bit? I think we're all ready.
All right, I'll back up like the Jeep did. Okay.
Like a rock, she laid there like a rock.
Now, she's already deaf. During her late teens, Kathy's life was interrupted when she was run over by a Jeep while sunbathing on the beach. Oh, is that horrible?
How fucking much damage can it do? It's just going to mush it out into the sand.
That's a Jeep. They're light. Well, apparently, as a result, she experienced intermittent paralysis in the leg. Her recovery from being run over by a Jeep took almost 5 years. Thank God, though, she recovered from the Jeep. Then just 6 years later, she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. This woman's got stand-up comedian written all over her.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Oh, that is. Now I don't understand that they make fun of. Here's the thing, they do the little ear thing before. She turned the comedy world on its ear.
Yeah.
Because she's deaf. Why did they do it a little bit later? She then came back to the scene and turned the stand-up world on its cervix.
Oh.
Yeah, wow.
Undaunted, she's turned roadblocks into springboards. That's nice.
Springboards.
Yeah.
She's turned roadblocks into speed bumps.
Oh, damn it, I swear to you, beat me by a half a second. I hate you. You're just too fucking quick.
I said there was a roadblock on that beach. Oh.
Oh, Jimmy, you have no idea.
Using her personal experience as a launching pad for humor and
really
education of others. And she's been doing comedy ever since. My God, she's been on everything in 1990. I don't see one year 2000 thing in this. Everything kind of ended in 98.
The problem is we have a fine comedy channel here on XM, 150. And what's the other one?
Any?
What's the old school
Laugh
one?
USA was clean.
Yeah, what number is that? It doesn't matter. I listen to 150 mostly anyway. And we can't find any of her stuff in the master computer.
Really?
Check Laugh USA. Or maybe it's the same thing.
No, yeah, they just don't have anything in the master computer on her.
Nothing like that?
I would love to hear some of her comedy now.
Maybe they're interested in other places like the NASCAR channel or traffic. No?
Or Deep Track.
I like that. What was left in the sand? Deep Track.
That's that Jeep hitter. She was almost on the boneyard.
Yeah, try the boneyard.
Is there a squiz joke in there?
No.
You'd have to go a long way with that one, I guess.
Yeah, there's something there with the fucking thing crushing her innards.
All right, let's say hi to Pete in Pennsylvania. Pete, what's up?
Oh, maybe.
Yo, I know there
Hold
is.
on, sir. As that Jeep ran her over, her bowels were loosey.
All right, what channel's Open Road?
Well, let's get a channel guy, huh? Immediately.
I got cervical cancer. They're going to have to zap me with some high voltage.
Hey, that's good news. They're getting some of her audio.
Yeah? You can find some?
Few minutes. Oh, few minutes, that says?
Oh, Few minute.
It looks like Fio Ninutio.
I gotta hear some of her.
Swear to God. Good penmanship. We lost the caller.
Aww.
My old pal Bearman that's doing mornings in Allentown supposedly has the audio of Spuds Buckley as well.
Spuds Buckley audio?
Who'd you have? Fucking Bearman?
Look, this is the deal. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tear down the 18th wall today. If the audio...
18th wall?
How many guns is this?
If the audio makes it to the XM facility here in New York City, and I don't see it, it's safe to be played on the old show.
Yeah.
But it's such an embarrassment to me if I do see it myself. I will not be able to help myself, and I will take the package, and I will bring it home with me, and I will destroy another copy.
Wow, another.
I would like to sound like a tough guy today, but it is that embarrassing.
Yeah.
But if they could get the audio to you guys without me knowing it, I promise you we'll play it on the air.
Okay, so like a little game.
It's going to be a little game. That's what we do, okay?
That's what we do now.
That's what we do. All right. Why don't we're going to get some of her stuff.
Gotta hear it.
In the meantime, we could play our deaf song, The Greatest. It's not deaf, though. It's retards.
Yeah, this is a couple of retards singing. It's one of those make your own record places. You've seen them at Great Adventure or other little amusement parks. You go in and make your own record. And there was a field trip with a bunch of retarded teens, and they went in and recorded a song. And whoever the counselor was or whoever was bringing them on this trip thought it was very hysterical and decided to put it on the internet.
Yes.
Instead of just looking and going, this is a great moment for these two, he saw the humor in it. And put it out, and it's great.
We love playing this thing, and hopefully after we play this, we'll have some Kathy Buckley stand-up. Okay?
Two retards singing, I Had the Time of My Life.
Derek.
I had the time of my life. Now I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth. And I owe it all to you.
'Cause I've had the time of my life, and I always thought of you.
I've been waiting for so long, now I finally found this one to stay by me.
Yeah, we're riding on the wall, and you felt the magic of fantasy.
Now we touch it in our eyes,
it's the way we just die secretly. Now we take each other's hand, cause we really understand fantasy.
truth. No.
God knows on your mind. You stay with me tonight.
Me, stay together. Oh, the one thing.
I can get enough of.
I'll tell you something. This can't be long because I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. I swear it's the truth. I always do was had the time of my life. And I searched to see if I was gone. And I found the truth. And I always Oh, had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before.
It felt this
And I swear
way.
it says the truth, and I owe it all to you. Had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. As I had the time of my life, I searched for every open door, and I found the truth, and I owe it all to you. As I had the time of my life, I never felt this way before. And I swear it's the truth, and I know it all to you. The time of my life.
We work with a bunch of lunatics, I gotta tell you.
Out of their minds.
Jim Norton has pretty much given up on today's show. He's in the office. He's got Francine on his lap.
Everybody's been watching on the OFAN's One camera, as our office cam, just watching Jimmy sitting in his chair with Francine on Jimmy's lap, and Jimmy was just molesting her the whole time. Dude, you were Lift up your shirt.
No, Rod. I got like that.
No, you got a little action
No,
there.
I'm not sure. Look.
No, I
You're
don't.
oh, God, get that fucking thing away. Oh, God, damn it.
I don't have a Rod, I tell you.
I'm filing sexual harassment charges against you.
What's that, Steve?
That's the good time. Oh.
For the good of the show. Steve has brought in Kathy Buckley audio. Steve?
Thank God.
Yeah,
This gets better and better because this isn't her stand-up or it's part stand-up. It's what is this?
I guess this is what Kathy Buckley does now. Some stand-ups
That's
go
what
into like,
she
the
does
whole,
now.
The whole motivational speaker thing. You know, some stand-ups they'll go from
Oh,
work
boy.
in.
Oh, boy.
They'll start off with stand-up, then they'll go and
Oh,
tell
no.
personal stories and work it into how
She wasn't being booked anymore, was
Personal stories of courage as
Right.
a motivational speaker is what
Correct.
she does now. But since she has a background in comedy, Opie, it's not just motivational speaking. There's a touch of humor to it.
Exactly. Like she'll tell a traumatic story from her own life, like how she lost her hearing, and then she'll follow it up with a joke to make everybody feel
and
better.
that inspires.
Can we play a simple game here on the program today?
Uh-huh.
We'll play the Kathy Buckley audio, and we'll try to figure out what part of this is serious and what is the joke.
All right. This could be very difficult.
All right.
Okay.
How are we going to decipher the two here?
Well, let's play it and see how it plays out.
I guess when you want to guess, you just
Yeah.
we'll raise our hands and we'll stop the audio.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Kathy Buckley. It's motivational speech, motivational speak.
Ing.
Motivational speaking.
Speaking and a little bit of comedy.
That's just true. I am hearing impaired. No, I am not deaf. I just don't listen. Now, lip reading is my main source of communication, and I do have to go up to people sometimes and say, excuse me, but I do lip read, and I usually get this. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Serious?
I've not had a date in 3.5 years. Now, I don't know if it's because I haven't heard the phone ring or what.
Not bad. Maybe it's the tire tracks over your thighs.
What I love is when a man kisses me on the neck. Oh, yeah. Works his way up to my ear, sticks his tongue in my ear, and gets electrocuted.
It's deaf chick humor.
Yeah, but she's good though. She doesn't suck. I mean, it's not bad jokes. I mean, they're not as awful as I thought they'd be. They're not bad.
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't hear the phone ring. It's
you know what,
funny.
though?
Which means this segment sucks. We were really hoping that it would be hacky stuff.
You know what, though? I can't take the crippled comic thing. Sorry.
I don't mind it if the material's good and backs it up. Like, you got to go with what's yours, like, you have to. And if it's good material, I don't mind it.
Yeah, but it's like the whole joke. You sit there, she's deaf. All right, I'm going to sit now through a half hour, 40 minutes of deaf jokes. No. See, those were okay, like, lines for a deaf comic, I guess, but that's all you're going to get.
Well, the next track is she talks about accident that messed up hearing, among other things.
Right.
I was 20 years old. I was laying on a beach sunbathing. Lifeguard Jeep ran me over. Talk about not knowing what your job description is. The Jeep ran over my face, stomach, chest, side, and back. I was late.
That was the joke. Somebody actually laughed when she said I was run over by a Jeep.
Yeah,
you heard,
because you think you're seeing stand-up. You don't
know.
know, and then you're like, well, oh, wait, she's being serious now?
Is that what caused her hearing?
Yeah, did that cause her to lose her hearing?
No, it did
No,
not.
she said when she was in school,
kid, they thought she was retarded.
they realized she was fucked up. Yeah.
I guess at this point we got to introduce Club Soda Kenny because he really enjoyed that joke.
Hi.
Hello, peoples.
Are you allowed to talk?
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for everything. That's all I'm going to say at the moment.
Yeah, well, just want to say a lot of people supported Kenny. And
did.
On various message boards and stuff, you saw little things that people attached to their signature pics of Kenny.
Yes, and I want to thank everybody. Everybody's support was overwhelming, and Club Soda Kenny is alive and well.
Bravo.
And he looks very happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not allowed to talk, but he looks very happy.
Yes, thank you.
And I'm going to do this today. I'm going to give him a thumbs up.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to bow to you.
Jimmy?
Thank you.
I'm going to give you a little conditioner because your hair is very dry.
Thank you. And my reply to that is O&A all the way. That's what I say.
I want that in my machine. Can we do that,
E-Rock?
Of That's a perfect. Can you do it again?
O&A all the way. That's what I say.
All right, I need that. All right.
Of course.
So here's Kathy Buckley. I backed it up because one dope in the audience or a couple people were like
laughing when
is
she
this
says
still
get
part
run
of the
over?
stand-up?
I like when she describes what the Jeep hit. She has to name every organ.
It was my head, chest, and neck area. I was very injured. And my shoes came off.
How do you get
I fell down the stairs and my uterus fell out.
I'm barren. I can't have children now.
God damn it.
Ugh.
I was 20 years old. I was laying on a beach sunbathing. Lifeguard Jeep ran me over. Talk about not knowing what your job description is. The Jeep ran over my face, stomach, chest, side, and back. I was laid up for 5 years. I died at the scene of the accident. At least I believe I did. It was like something told me it was going to happen before it actually happened. I was laying on the beach sunbathing.
Beep, beep.
No, I was laying there, and the shadow came over me really quick. And people were pointing at me and going, move. beep beep's gonna make me laugh all day.
Something told me. Yeah.
Actually happened. I was laying on the beach sunbathing, and I just got this feeling that I'm supposed to go. That I'm watching the Jeep, and I'm thinking to myself, my God, the way that Jeep is running around, someone's liable to get run over. I never thought it was going to be me. Ran over my face, stomach, chest, side, and back. When it happened to me, when the Jeep ran over my face, I opened my eyes and I saw the bottom of the Jeep. And I could see the two rear wheels coming at me. And all I could think about is I need to protect my head. So I went to put my hand up above my head, and unfortunately when I did that, the rear wheels took my elbows and took me and turned me.
What?
Laid up for 5 years. In and out of a wheelchair for 2.5 years. They said I'd never walk again. I figured I didn't hear them. I got up and I left.
Oh, you go, girl. That's right. That's right. You should have got up and sunbathed on the deck, old clumsy. That's what you get. There you go.
Jeep ain't gonna hit you on your own deck.
Good point, Aunt. Good point. She saw it zipping around an hour ago, and she still laid there in the path.
Yeah.
That's the last time I ever sunbathed on the Garden State Parkway. I thought they would slow down, but I was laying in the easy path lane.
That Jeep could hit somebody. Yeah. Get up.
Fucking, she's describing looking under the thing, and he needed an oil change.
You're deaf, not blind.
Yeah, she certainly has acute vision.
I guess she tried to put her arms up over her head and her elbows. What?
I
couldn't hear her.
I don't know. She
said something.
She was mumbling
something
too much.
Hysterical.
I don't know.
I'm thinking like it grabbed her and dragged her or something.
Yeah, it probably did. It just hit her elbows.
Cracked her elbows. That's wonderful.
Society put labels on me. You're too tall. You're too flat. You're retarded. You're dumb. You can't. You won't. You're unlovable. Just loaded with labels all over me. Passing judgment on me. And I bought it. I believe this is who I am. Society created me to believe that I'm retarded, that I'm stupid, that I can't and I won't. I'll tell you something. I don't look very good in labels.
You don't look very good on the beach either. Nice tattoo.
Yes.
Does that say "you're good"? Long story. I don't like labels. Funny you don't mind being the deaf comic.
Yeah.
That's a label you don't mind.
That is a big label. That's the top label, right?
Ooh.
We need to learn to communicate with our kids. We need to learn to listen to them. It's not always, you do this, you do this, you do that. It's like choices. I do it with my godchild. Julia, honey, you want orange juice or apple juice? She says apple juice, but we don't have any. Have the orange juice. But she still got to make a choice. Just because you choose to have something doesn't mean you're always going to have it. Because you know for a fact that what you want and what you need are two different things. And the problem with that is that every time we go for what we want...
She raises a good point. Because some days you want a suntan and you need an ambulance.
This is depressing.
Isn't it just who's sitting in that audience?
Shit.
Who is sitting there?
Who wouldn't be? I'd be fucking howling through this.
Life is tough enough. Why?
I'd rather hear his act.
Exactly.
And the problem with that is that every time we go for what we want, we miss the opportunity of what we need. What? God will always put in your path what you need.
What was in the path of that Jeep driver?
What did the
a
Jeep
deaf
need?
girl? I need a deaf girl.
The Jeep's brakes weren't any good. I need something to slow me down. And God put her there.
I need a useless human in front of me so I don't hit those worthwhile ones.
Expendable.
Right.
And I looked at it was the lifeguard who did it. He's fucking riding with that white thing on his nose, all tan and attractive. She was probably looking at him before. I like him to be my boyfriend.
Oh, he's cute.
You know what happened? He was too busy looking at the hot pictures of ass to his right.
Yeah.
And you know what? He saw her and just didn't feel like stopping.
If she looked like a hot piece of ass, he would have stopped.
I bet he would have.
I
He
wouldn't
wasn't
mind.
looking her way.
I wouldn't mind rolling around in the sand with him.
Life's a drag. Her elbows are caught under a catalytic converter. And she has a mullet, too. It really bugs me. Her stupid. Hey, Joyce DeWitt, why don't you...
She does.
Look, man, if you're going to do this crap, you got to expect to be goofed on.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, this is just too good.
She does look like Joyce DeWitt, and apparently Two's company when it comes to ovaries.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Holy
What the hell? Oh, my God.
What a bunch of tragedy laid into.
Oh, it's fucking awful.
Would you guys like to hear one more track?
Yeah, let's
I'd like
hear
to,
it.
can you break it down
Of course.
into two, just so I can
Please.
say we have two more to look forward
Right.
to? Or just play it twice.
Do you ever notice when you plan things? Do you ever go, okay, now tomorrow I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this. You one of those?
Yes.
You do that? You plan all day long, right? Well, tomorrow I'm going to do this. What do you do the next day? You plan for the following day, right? You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. Because you ever notice? Half of your planning doesn't go through. You miss an incredible opportunity right here and now. It could be with your child, it could be with yourself, it could be with anything. But you're missing right here if your mind is all the way over here.
If your mind is over here, your foot's over there.
Your elbows are up here, and your ears are over there.
I get what she's saying.
Yeah.
Live for the moment. That's it. Let's spend all your time planning.
Just
do.
Do.
Don't plan.
Speaking of the moment, somebody has to leave shortly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Time already?
Right.
He's got a few minutes, Kenny.
Jimmy Norton's cutting class.
I have to go.
He's cutting class.
I couldn't. I took a 12:30 flight.
Someone's ass to kick somewhere. You gotta hop on a plane.
Y'all give me 2 days' notice. I was laying on the beach and ran over my
Immediately.
face, stomach, asshole, and toes. It ran over my stapled stomach.
Wow, that is inspiring.
It's terrific.
Or
yes.
something.